Oh, it was very nice, man. I'll I'll tell about it. Hare Krishna. Chanting. You all are chanting? Okay, another 2 minutes we chant. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Girivaradhari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Brajajanandana Yamuna Kirapanachari Yashodanandana Brajajanandana Yamuna Kirapanachari Yashodanandana Brajajanandana Yamuna Kirapanachari Yashodanandana Brajajanandana Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Brajajanandana Yamuna Tiravanachari Yashodanandana Brajajanandana Yamuna Tiravanachari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, श्री राधा गोपी वल्लभ की जय, श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा माई की जय, श्री गौर निताय की जय, ऐसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद की जय, श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की जय, ऑल असेंबल्ड डिवोटीज की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंद। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरोन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्या मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचना गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवती नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः पंकजनाभाय नमः पंकजमालिने नमः पंकजनेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजांग्रे। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते। कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरत्विषे नमः। नमो ब्राह्मण्याय देवाय गौ ब्राह्मणहिताय च जगद्दिताय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः ओं विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hukum karoti vachalam pangam langayati kirmyat kripatamaham vande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Shri Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Om Pavitro va Sarvavastham Gatopi va Yat Smaret Pundarikaksha Sabhyabhyantaram Suche. Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji's Mataji's. Your participation is the only source of encouragement for me to continue these classes. And I'm very happy that we have together come till the 9th chapter. But before I speak about 9th chapter today, there are two things I wanted to discuss and tell. One is yesterday's event, a little about yesterday's event that happened in Yadadri. Prabhuji was there. Who else was there from here? You were also there, Hare Krishna. Yes. You were there. Sorry, I completely missed. Yeah. And before that, I want to tell about today's special day. That is, today is called Bahulashtami. How many of you know what is Bahulashtami? Very less number of people know. But today in Vrindavan, it's a very special day in entire Vrindavan. I'll briefly tell about this, right? So Bahulashtami is the day when Lord Krishna killed a demon called Arishtasur. Now Arishtasur, in the previous life, he was some other, person. I forgot his name. His previous life, he was a student in the ashram of Brahaspati. So Brahaspati Muni was giving education, and he was sitting in that assembly. And see the standard of those time that his feet was pointing towards his guru without his knowledge. Like he's keeping his feet like this, but the feet was little like this, right? So it's a wrong etiquette that when we go in a temple, our feet should never point the deities. And when you're sitting in a satsang, your feet should not point the whoever the speaker is. It's a wrong etiquette. That's okay today. Now a lot of relaxations are there. But in those days, Brahaspati immediately cursed him that you will take birth as a bull. This bull also keeps its feet like this in the front. They're fond of keeping feet like that, so you'll take birth like a bull. So he took birth like a demon, actually next life. But he immediately told, but Gurudev, please forgive me for what I've done. Don't worry, he says, the Supreme Lord will come and relieve you. So even a curse from a Vaishnava is actually a blessing, right? Vaishnavas never curse. Everything they do is a blessing only. So the next life he takes birth as a demon, and Kamsa engages him to go and kill Krishna. For Krishna, killing a demon is like everyday afternoon activity. The Vedavyas explains that Krishna and his friends are so happy playing that they forget to eat lunch. Mother Yashoda has packed lunch, they want them to eat. So somebody has to remind the lunchtime, right? So a demon comes. So Krishna kills him, and then his friends tell, "Arey, book bhi lag raha hai na, thoda kha lete. Let's take a break." So like that, one day, this Arishtasur, he takes a form of a bull, and he comes and he attacks. And the scriptures explain that he was so tall and huge that his horns were touching the clouds. So big he was. And when he started running into Vrindavan, he said pregnant women were getting abortions, hearing the sound, the kind of shock wave that he was bringing into Vrindavan. And hearing that, everybody took shelter of Krishna. And Krishna was what? 7-year-old boy, right? He stood there and he was telling, Arishtasur, if you have guts, you come and fight with me, like that he told. So Arishtasur, I'll come and kill you. Hey, Jaja, tu kya aega? Like that. He literally teased him like anything. And Arishtasur became even more angry. And he cruised towards Krishna. And Krishna took his one feet and put him upside down. That big demon and a 7-year-old boy. That's what is the greatness of God. God is always God. Even when he's a child is God, when he is older is God. So finally, Krishna took the horns of the demon and he beat it, with his own horns. And with his own horns, he beated the demon and the demon died. Arishtasur died. And of course, he got relieved from his curse. And after this happened, the gopis of Vrindavan, and including Radharani, Krishna went to meet the gopis and Radharani. And immediately they said, "You can't come and meet us now." Krishna said, what did I do, man? Kya galat kiya? You killed a bull. Cow is worshipable. Gomata ka to hum log worship karte hain. And bull comes from the same family of a cow. You killed a cow, indirectly. So you are sinful now. You cannot come and play with us like that. Then immediately Krishna told, okay, what is the relief then? What is the how can I come out of this sin? He said, you should go and take bath in all holy rivers. Go. Go to all the holy rivers around the world, go and take bath. Krishna is like, I don't want to go anywhere. I'll do a thing. I'll call all the holy rivers here only. So, keeping his, feet on the ground, Krishna made a little mark like this and started filling with all the holy rivers. All the holy rivers, like Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, Narmada, Krishna, Godavari, and so many other holy rivers in the whole place. They all came and assembled and they formed that Kund. It's called Shamakund. That Kund is even now there. It's called Shamakund. You've been there. So the Shamakund is there. So after forming this, Krishna took dip in that and he said, all my sins are gone now. Now I can play with you. Then the gopis said, yes. But the Krishna said, no, you can't play with me. He said, why you can't play with me? Because you parted with a demon. Now you are all sinful now. And Krishna told, you also have done a sin that you have supported a demon. Right? Arishtasur was a demon, I killed him, but you were supporting him. Then the gopis told, no, we will not fall for that. We accept that we are sinful, but not because you supported a demon, because we played with you previously. We have some relation with you, so we became sinful now. And Krishna said, okay, whatever it is, now you also have to go and take bath in a holy river. Right? You can come and use my Shamkund. You can come here and nicely take bath. Then immediately Radharani, she, for the pleasure of Krishna, she says, no, we will not use your Shamkund. That's a dirty place. You already taken bath. We will create our own kund, right? So Arishtasur's hoof print is there. There's this feet print. It will be there. It's a huge demon, right? Big enough print. And what Radharani said is, okay, let's make that hoof print into a small pond, and let's call the Mother Ganga. So very near to Shamkund and Radhakund, there is a place called Manasi Ganga. Even now, if you go, it's called Manasi Ganga. Now there is another story of Manasi Ganga, which some other day I'll tell. जो मन से गंगा उत्परित हुई उसको मानसी गंगा बोलते हैं. Krishna in his mind meditated and brought Ganga there. Another pastime. So Ganga is there. So Radharani tells all her Sakhis that. Yeah. Shamkund, Radhakund are just beside each other. थोड़ा आगे जाने के बाद मानसी गंगा था. So there Radharani told all the gopis, okay, now everybody stand in a line. We will bring water from Mansi Ganga and pour into our kund. Right? We made a kund now and we'll pour into this kund. Then Krishna was like, how much time they will take, to bring all that water. It's asan nahi hai. So Krishna was like, okay, I will do something. So he meditated and called Tirtharaj. Tirtharaj meaning जो सारे तीर्थ होते हैं, all the holy places, उनका king है एक. There is a king of all the holy places. केदारनाथ, बद्रीनाथ, गंगोत्री, यमुनोत्री, द्वारका, मथुरा, हर चीज का, हर तीर्थ का, रामेश्वरम, श्रीरंगम, सभी तीर्थों का एक तीर्थ राज, the king of all these तीर्थ, उनको उन्होंने कृष्ण ने बुलाया. He said, now you go to Mother, you go to Radharani and plead her that please I want to serve you. Right? You go and plead her. So he went to Radharani and he told that, why are you bringing water from there? I am Tirtharaj. I am the, king of all the tirthas. I am bringing the water of all the tirthas into your kund. Is that okay? Radharani said, okay, you can bring. So he brought the whole, holy water kunds of all the tirtha and he put it into that place, and that's called Radha Kund. Right? So there is Radha Kund, there is Shama Kund. and both of them are beside each other, and there is a way to go from this kund to that kund. Underneath the bridge, you can go. Brajavasis do that. They jump in Radhakund, they go underneath the water, and they get out in Shamkund. Like that they do. Yeah, they have a lot of fun there. But this Radhakund and Shamkund are considered like the eyes of Govardhan. Govardhan is the most holiest place. Actually, scriptures explain among all the holiest places, Vaikunta is the most holiest place. And greater than Vaikunta is Mathura. They say because Supreme Lord appeared there. And greater than Mathura is Vrindavan because Supreme Lord lived there. And greater than Vrindavan is Govardhan because Govardhan Supreme Lord played there. All the time, day and night, Radharani and Krishna and Gopas and Gopis would go and play in Govardhan. So Govardhan is more worshipable. And they say that in Govardhan, the most attractive place is Radhakund and Shamkund. They're considered the eyes of Govardhan. Just like we have two eyes, the eyes of Govardhan are Radhakund and Shamkund. So this place, Radhakund and Shamkund, went missing actually. After Krishna left, this place went missing. But when same Krishna came back as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he went to Vrindavan and he excavated and told, this is the place where is Shamkund, this is the place is Radhakund. There were two small lakes, like ponds, like this pond here, just like that. Nobody could guess that they are Radhakund and Shamkund. Only Krishna himself can tell which is that place. So he showed that place. And after that, one of the disciples of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his name is Raghunath Das Goswami, he came there and he was ordered to, excavate all these holy places. So he was sitting beside Radhakund and he was meditating and he was doing Hare Krishna mantra jap. He used to do hundreds of rounds every day sitting there. So at that time, again, there are a lot of glories about Raghunath Das Goswami, how great a devotee he was. He was meditating so much, chanting Hare Krishna, that he forgot where is he, and sun was beaming. The sun was beaming so much that anybody can die. So much sun, you can't sit there. And Radharani comes and puts her kambal on top of him. That my devotee is, doing japa, like that. Once tiger came, Krishna came to stop the tiger. When tiger is coming to attack the Raghunath Das Goswami. At that time, his Acharya, Rupa Goswami, he came and told Raghunath Das Goswami, hey, what are you doing here? You are doing tapasya and you are, instead of doing service to Krishna, you are giving service to them. Tumhare wajah se, Radharani is standing on top of you with a kambal and Krishna is running around protecting you from tigers. What kind of person are you? Better make a kutir, better you make a bhajan kutir. Inside that you sit so that sun is protected, tigers also will not attack. Then he created a kutir just beside Radhakund. Right? Even now it is there. Radhakund ke baju mein Raghunath Das Goswami kutir is still there. So, and he saw that a lot of people are bathing in Radhakund. They are washing pots. Brajavasis, they're coming and washing clothes. And this is the purest water of Radha and Krishna. How can you use it for this purpose? So then he asked the local kings that we should build something around, like a proper kund. And before that, we should dig a well so that these all people will use that well water for doing their things. So they started digging a well. While they were digging a well, the rock came. The rock came and they continued digging the rock, and the rock broke and blood came out of the rock. And we were shocked, what is happening? Then Lord Krishna himself revealed that is Govardhan. Govardhan is me. It's my body. And that thing that you have hit now is my tongue. I eat from that place. So please, don't continue digging. So they removed that rock and they kept it in another place. It's called Mukharavinda, from where he accepts prasad. Even now, thousands of people every day go and offer bhoga at the tongue of Krishna, the rock. Yeah, these are all beautiful pastimes. So Radhakund, today is the day, the appearance of Radhakund. So entire Vrindavan today will be in that place, and lakhs of people. I mean, look, Kumbh Mela and all we saw, but this will be like Maha Kumbh Mela. The whole Braj, 84 course, all the villagers will come. They will take dip in Radhakund today night. Today, whole day actually, till night. And sometimes they clean the entire Radhakund. They remove all the matti. And if you have seen, some people put tilak which is white in color. Have you seen? This is yellow in color, but there is a white color tilak. That is Radhakund's mud. It's Radhakund's mud. So that also they use. So today is a very special festival, and we are making a small Radha Kund in the center, like constructing a small, attempting to construct a small Radha Kund. With Radha Kund's water, we have water from there, so we'll put water in that, and we'll put little sprinkle of this water, so everything becomes Radha Kund water. And whoever circumambulates Radha Kund on this very special day and takes Achman from the Radha Kund will definitely go back to Krishna. And Krishna told that whoever goes and takes dip in Radha Kund or touches the water of Radha Kund, he is as dear to me as Radharani. Like that, Krishna told. And Radharani also told, whoever goes to Sham Kund, I will give the same love that I have for Krishna to that person. Like that. So it's a very, very holy day today. Though a lot of people in the south don't know, but in the north it's a very, very special day. It's called Bahulashtami or Radha Kund's appearance day. So every day is a festival. Actually, Kartik Mas, every day is a festival. Kartik Mas has already started for us, right? From Purnima, Kartika Purnima. We did, what is it, Sharat Purnima decoration and all we did. How many of you came that day? So, Sharat Purnima, yeah, it's a special day. And then Kartik Mas starts. So this Sunday, luckily it came on a Sunday only, Bhaulashtami. So we're celebrating that today. And next week, we are celebrating Govardhan Puja. Actually, Govardhan Puja is on Tuesday, but I'm going on Yatra on Tuesday. So, but we still want to do Govardhan Puja. You all know the story of Govardhan Puja. So next week we'll discuss. Next Sunday, I'll encourage all of you to come. So you all can make nice bhoga. Each one can make 10 items. Whichever way you make. You should not taste it. Just make it. We all will make a hill with that Govardhan. When everybody bring in the evening to the center, we'll keep it beside and a huge hill. In Vraj, how many items they make? When we go on Yatra, 1700, 1800 items they make. Just to make the hill of Prasad. And then right after the puja, everybody runs and takes their part, and they eat like that. So we'll be celebrating it next Sunday evening. So you all are invited from here to the center. Please come. Even today you're invited to. Whatever I told the past time, I told in a very shrinked way, right? Very shortened way. Today evening there will be much more explanation about what is the speciality of Radha Kund. So Radha Kund appearance day ki jai, Bahulashtami ki jai. Hमारे Sanatan Dharma, there are so many festivals. Every day is a festival, practically. And every day has a pastime attached. Right? Now, another thing that I wanted to quickly tell is about yesterday's program. It went fabulously well. It was unbelievably organized, not by me, but there is another Prabhuji called Madhav Gopinath Prabhu. He's my very dear friend and Shiksha Guru also. So he has beautifully organized there, and we all contributed from here. They also contributed. When we started, every year when we start, it's always a humble beginning. That how many Bhagavatams we'll do this year? Who will come and donate Bhagavatams like that? With one Bhagavatam we start. I say that, okay, I'm donating 2, I'm donating 3. My mother donates 2 or 3. Then, because each Bhagavatam set is like, pretty expensive. Minimum is 6,000. It also goes till 8, 9, 10,000 also. So we start like that. And then Krishna takes over. Then it goes 1, 1, 1, 1, 10, 10 becomes 20, 20 becomes 50, 50 becomes 100, and we are humbled. 100 kaise ho gaya? 100 becomes 200, then 200 becomes 300. And yesterday we distributed 434 Srimad Bhagavatam sets. It's a huge number. We can't even believe. If you put in number, it's more than 30 lakhs worth. Kaun deta hai 30 lakh rupees Bhagwan ko? But people give. We all put forward, right? Put forward whatever we can. There is a maid in one of our devotees' house. His name is Mahesh Prabhu. I don't know if you know him. So once we were discussing sitting in his house, ऐसे program करना है, तो उनके घर में काम वाली है. She was washing pots and cleaning the floor while we were discussing. So she heard the whole conversation. What we are doing, we are giving Bhagavatams to Brahmanas in temples. आपके नाम के ऊपर हम temple में देंगे. वो लोग पढ़ेंगे temple में. ऐसे शास्त्रदान. She heard that, and after the conversation, after we all left, she went and told that Mahesh Prabhu that from my side, 3 Bhagavatams I'm giving donation. Just imagine, one lady whose salary might be 10,000 a month has given 3 Bhagavatam sets, right? Her whole salary for 3 months she gave. You give it for Bhagavatam, like that. So that's there. See, whether we are rich or very poor, it doesn't matter for Krishna. Krishna looks at our heart. How much are we surrendering? How much are we willing to serve him? So yesterday was a very wonderful moment when Words can't explain. And so many messages are coming even now, where so many Brahmanas, Purohits, Veda Pandits, very scholarly, pure Vaishnavas, 80-year-old, 70-year-old, they all are telling that you have given us the greatest gift you have received in the world, in the life. Right? There can't be anything precious than this, the whole Bhagavatam. They want to sit and read, right? And these Brahmanas will be the torchlights of Bhagavatam, which will lit up the whole world eventually, isn't it? Because when they go to every house, Purohits are called for vratas. For so many sanskars, we call Purohits. They'll come, sit there, and also tell people about Bhagavatam, isn't it? So that way, the Bhagavatam glories will go even further, and we as Sanatanis will become more aware of what is the meaning of Sanatan Dharma. When we read Bhagavatam, when we read Bhagavad Gita, like we're doing here. So our attempt is every year we want to distribute Bhagavatam sets. Everybody, whatever they can contribute, right? And next year also we'll do this. Next year our target is 750. This year our target was 500. So we got defeated again. We could not achieve the target. We reached 434. So next year the target is 750. And next year we're planning to distribute Srimad Bhagavatams in Bhadrachalam, right in Bhadrachalam temple, where Lord Ram, is still sitting there. So we want to distribute that. So we want to go to each holy place and distribute Bhagavatam. So maybe next year distribution will start. I'll announce next year. But from now itself, each one of you can inspire somebody to take Bhagavatam in your friend circle, in your office. You can inspire somebody, right? And if nobody is inspired, you give us Bhagavatam. We will go and give it on your behalf, right, to somebody. Or you yourself can take a Bhagavatam set like that. So it was a wonderful festival, very well received, and the whole Lakshmi Narasimha Swami Yadadri temple was amazed, and they are continuously sending messages that nothing like this has happened. Na bhuto na bhavishyat. They say, never happened, will never happen. Something like that has happened. Where so much Shastradhan is done, and all the Brahmanas are reminded of why you are a Brahmana. They are all reminded. They told, we are reminded why we are a Brahmana. Brahmana means to distribute Brahma Gyan, right? One who gives God to others, not just goes and does some vrata and something. That is also done. But the most important is Brahmana means the one who is Brahma Gyan. Brahma Gyan means the relationship between us and God, right? So with that said, we are also discussing a chapter in which Krishna is talking about the relationship between him and us. And that is the most confidential knowledge, right? There is knowledge. What is knowledge? That you are not the body, you are the soul. That is knowledge. Highest knowledge is who is God. And the most confidential knowledge is the relationship between you and God. Right? So there are three levels of knowledge. What is the first knowledge? Knowledge means you are not the body, you are the soul. That is knowledge. Okay? That is minimal knowledge. Highest knowledge, who is God. Most confidential knowledge, my relationship with God. मेरा संबंध क्या है? Every single person has a relationship with God, right? The day you understand that relationship with God, you'll become fearless. You'll become very happy. अब जो करना है करो. Krishna, I know you are my brother. Krishna, I know you are my father. You are my lover. Whatever relationship, in whatever rasa, Vatsalya rasa, Shanta rasa, Sakya rasa, Madhurya rasa, right? Whatever rasa, Dasya rasa, whichever rasa you have with Krishna, whether you are like a servant as a Dasya rasa, or whether you are like a father or mother to Krishna like a Vatsalya rasa, or whether you are just wanting to be with Krishna, around Krishna in Shanta rasa, or whether you want to be a friend with Krishna in Sakya rasa, or you want to be a lover of Krishna in Madhurya rasa. Everybody can connect with Krishna in different rasas. That is the greatness of God. In Sanatan Dharma, God is not somebody always whom you worship. You can also fight with God. You can fight with God. You can go in front of God's picture and say, Krishna, what is your problem? Why are you creating this problem for me? I'm serving you, right? Now you only fix this problem. Like that. That's what Arjuna did, right? Krishna, you brought me in front of here. I'm having confusion now. No, you only solve this confusion. And further, Krishna spoke the entire Bhagavad Gita, isn't it? So relationship with God is very personal. In Sanatan Dharma, relationship with God is very personal. Like for example, when Ayodhya temple was not being allowed to be constructed, there are many women and many people around Ayodhya where they took a resolution at a very young age that until Ram Lala's temple is constructed, I will not eat a single grain of rice. I will only drink milk, or I'll only eat uncooked food. Can you imagine? People have taken that resolution. I will not eat cooked food. For how long? Until the temple of Ramlala comes up. Now in next March, all those people are going to eat. Just imagine what a great thing, as is happening now. Is that and why do people take that kind of resolution? Because they have such relationship with God. They're so much connected to God. Like for example, in your house, I don't know if you know, but whenever you would have fallen sick, right? You all were small children before. Now you're all grown up. Whenever you would have been so small, if you would have fallen sick, your mother would have told God that, if until my child becomes better, I will not eat. Or until my child becomes better, I will not sleep. Mothers do that, right? हम सभी लोगों की माँ ने करा है, इसीलिए we are sitting here alive. They have sacrificed their nights, right? Our parents. So why they do that? Because they are so personally connected with us. We are their children. In the same way, when you understand the 9th chapter, your relationship with Krishna will become like that. Right? Where Krishna, I am yours and you are mine. मैं तुम्हारा हूँ, तुम मेरे. That is the beauty of 9th chapter. And that is why this knowledge is not given to any era. This knowledge is not given to people who are not interested. So जिस किसी को भी क्लास छोड़ना है वो 8th चैप्टर तक छोड़ के चला जाएगा. जो 9th चैप्टर में भी बैठा है, मतलब he is ready to hear this knowledge. So Krishna tests everybody. Who is ready for hearing this knowledge from me? And 9th chapter came in, now we'll reveal. Okay. So I'll read the translations from the beginning, not the entire verse. We had finished till I think verse number 9. Right? So I'll read the translation from the first verse. So we remember the context why we are discussing what we are discussing. Chapter 9. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "My dear Arjuna, because you are never envious of me, I shall impart to you this most confidential knowledge and realization, knowing which you shall be relieved of miseries of material existence." Right? So he's telling, because you're not envious of me, I'm telling you this knowledge. 2. This knowledge is the king of education, the most secret of all secrets. It is the purest knowledge. And because it gives direct perception of the self by realization, it is the perfection of religion. It is everlasting and it is joyfully performed. Last week I discussed on length on this, right? So please hear last week's discourse. There is a lot to learn from that verse. Text 3. Those who are not faithful in this devotional service cannot attain me, O conqueror of the enemies. Therefore, they return to the path of birth and death in this material world. So the people who don't re-establish the relationship with God will stay away from God. As simple as that. So you will be in this material world, the cycle of birth and death. 4. By me, in my unmanifested form, this entire universe is pervaded. All beings are in me, but I am not in them. This also we discussed in detail last week. Where God, we are coming from God, but God is still separate. We all together cannot join and tell that we are God. No, we are still children of God. We eternally remain children of God, but God is separate. Very difficult to. For example, there is this bottle of water, right? The water is filled till here. Huh? If I drink this much, how much is remaining? This much or this much? Upar ya niche? Niche. Because I already drank this much, isn't it? This is called material understanding. Spiritual understanding is what? You drank the whole bottle, but bottle is still full. Right? How is that possible? We are all coming from God, but God is still God. Understand? We are all part of God, but God is still God. We all have come from Him. That means if we come out of Him, He should decrease, right? No, He is still full. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnam Evavishishyate. It's from Ishopanishad. Purnam means what? Complete. God is telling, you are complete because you are coming from me, because I am complete. Even though the complete, you're all complete, is coming from this complete, the complete still remains complete. I completely confused you. Did you all understand what I told? No, you're confused, right? I'll tell once again. I'm God. Just say, I'm not God. I'm saying Krishna is God, right? And you're all coming from me. Because I am complete, anything that comes out of me is complete. Have you seen a mosquito without legs? Have you seen Have you seen a mosquito without heart or a mosquito taking birth without lungs? No. Everything that God creates is complete. This you should understand. All of us are complete. Why? Because God is complete. Because God is complete, you're all coming out of God and you're also complete. Isn't it? And even though all this complete are coming from the complete, this complete still remains complete. Understood? Huh? Sonia? That is the greatness of God. Right? He is always God. Just because we are all coming from Him, we all create a new party called God party, doesn't mean that God is different. Right? God is always God. Right? Krishna is always Krishna. Sachitananda Vigraha. Yeah. So here is saying, by me, in my unmanifested form, this universe is pervaded. All beings are in me, but I'm not in them. I'm not in them. I'm completely separate. Text 5. And yet everything that is created does not rest in me. Behold my mystic opulence. Although I am the maintainer of all living entities, and although I am everywhere, but I am not part of this cosmic manifestation. For myself is the very source of creation. Right? It is against all material logic. He's telling, I'm the creator, I'm the maintainer, I'm the destroyer, but I have no relation with you. Hare? How can you say that you have no relation? Because I'm God. All these things are activities which my chelas will do, my devatas will do, my expansions will do. But I am sitting in Vrindavan and I'm eating butter. I have nothing to do with this universe. Right? Text 6. Understand that as the mighty wind blowing everywhere rests always in the sky, all created beings rest in me. He's giving an example here, allegoric example. Where is air? It's in the sky. Can you see air? I can't see. Can you see sky? I can see sky. Is air in the sky? Yes, it is there. So you are agreeing that air is in the sky. In the same way, even though we cannot see God, but we are all part of God. We are all just like wind is part of sky. Similarly, we are also part of God. We can't see, but we are part of God. Right? Always. Text 7. O son of Kunti, at the end of the millennium of all material manifestations, enter at the end of once again I'll read again. O son of Kunti, at the end of the millennium, all material manifestations enter into my nature. And at the beginning, another millennium, by my potency, I create them again. So at the end of Brahma's day, all living entities will leave our bodies and will go into Narayan. And as soon as another day will start, again he'll create bodies and Narayan will send all the souls. Okay, Jao, enter, whichever body you want to enter. Right? So like that only we all came into all the different bodies. Right? Text 8. The whole cosmic order is under me. Under my will, it is automatically manifested again and again. And under my will, it is annihilated again and again. So who is the creator? Who is the destroyer? Some people tell, oh, Prabhuji, actually Lord Shiva is the destroyer, right? I think Brahma is the creator, right? Vishnu is the maintainer, right? All that concept at one level is meaningless. Because that's a concept of Trinity. Actually, this concept is there in Bible and other Abrahamic religions. They wanted to match this with ours, so they started telling that Vishnu is the maintainer, Shiva is the destroyer, Brahma is the creator, and they match. Oh, so you have a trinity, we also have a trinity. Like that they matched. But actually, Vedas don't explain like that. And it is not that it is not true also. It is true also. But that is not the only definition of God. So people think, oh, Vishnu means maintenance, right? Oh, destruction time came. So Vishnu, we can go home now. Lord Shiva will come. No, it's not like that. For the material world, there are two worlds. Spiritual world and material world. For the material world, the creator is Shiva, the maintainer is Shiva, the destroyer is also Shiva. Right? That is why we worship Linga. The Lingam that we worship represents the whole creation. And for the material world, the mother and father is Lord Shiva only. Understand this very clearly. That is why even Lord Ram, when he came as Maryada Purushottam, he went to Rameshwaram and whom did he worship? Lord Shiva. He is telling us we all should worship Shivaji. There is no question of not worshipping Shivaji in the material world. Because he is the maintainer also, he is the creator also, he is the destroyer also. Like that. So who is Brahma? Brahma is the secondary creator. Meaning he is given the job of creation. He is like an engineer. Give him cement, give him bricks, give him iron, give him some other wood. He'll make a flat for you. So did he create bricks? He didn't create bricks. He was given. Right? So all planets are given. He has to fill those planets. So he's a secondary creator. So he creates Prajapatis and he sends Prajapatis to create bodies, and in those bodies, Narayan sends the souls. So he is a creator, but he's a secondary creator. Like that, you should understand. He's like an engineer, right? Now, for the so this is material world, spiritual world. Who is the creator, maintainer, and destroyer? First of all, spiritual world cannot be destroyed because spiritual world is part of God's own body, right? So, is it created? It is never created. It is always there. Is he maintaining it? He is not be maintained because it's part of him. So the creator, maintainer, destroyer concept doesn't go to spiritual world. But spiritual world, who is the most worshipped? Narayan. Narayan is in the office of the spiritual world. But sometimes Narayan also feels, that I should go home. Enough of time I've spent in the office. Then he remembers him in the home, and when he remembers him in the home, he is none other than Krishna. Krishna, when he has to do work, he comes as Narayan, sits in the position, and then he expands and becomes Vishnu and expands as Vishnu into the material world, and all the devatas are created. It's a complicated topic. But understand that the same God who is there in that Goloka is the supreme personality of Godhead, who doesn't do creation, who doesn't do maintenance, who doesn't do destruction. He has got nothing to do with this world. Right? So, I had spoken about this on length in a session called SSR, session 10. You can go and hear that again. This whole concept of Vishnu, Narayan, Krishna, and all other avatars is a long topic. So we're not going to get into that now. Yeah. Text 9. O Dhananjaya, all this work cannot bind me. I am ever detached from all these material activities, seated as though neutral. So what work is he talking about? He's talking about, the work of creation, maintenance, maintaining law and order. God is not obliged to maintain dharma here. Sometimes people tell, "Hey, Bhagwan ki tarah itna adharam ho raha hai, itna adharam ho jaya." There's so much adharam happening. Where is God? God's business is not to maintain dharma and adharma. He's not obliged to. He's not obliged means what? Obliged means you are bound to do it. If you are a police of this locality, you are bound to protect people. But God is not bound to protect people. But he still comes and protects. Why he comes and protects? Because he loves us. Because he loves us so much. Right? How can I explain? Say small children are playing on the road. Small children are playing on the road. Say, Mataji, you are looking at those children. Right? Suddenly one child started beating each other. And suddenly, some blood also came. Will you go and stop them? You're not obliged to, right? But why are you going? Because the moment you looked at them, you felt some love, some loving connection, isn't it? Same way is God. He's not obliged to do anything, but he still comes because we created the nuisance. Did you create that nuisance, those children? No, right? You were just standing there. Those children were fighting with each other, isn't it? Similarly, we are also doing the same thing. Krishna is sitting there. He's telling, Ajao, let's play. And you're like, no. I have to do my education. I have to do some, creation, destruction. All these things I have to do. I have to join IIT and learn what? Extracting, destructing. That's all I'll learn. Accountancy, what will I do? Fraud, manipulation. Right? I'll do all these things. Then I'll get arrested. Then I'll sit in the jail and tell, Krishna, I'm such a nice person. Why did you put me in jail? Right? Where did I put me in jail? You only created a subject called commerce. You only debited credit. You only created mess. Now you are sitting in the jail and you are telling me, come and save me. Why should I save? But still he'll come to save. Still he'll come to save because he loves us. Right? That is what he's telling in this verse. I'll read again. Oh Dhananjaya, all this work cannot bind me. I am ever detached from all these material activities, seated as though neutral. Even though you see me as neutral, but still I come there to help you all. Right? Okay. Now this is a very, very important sloka. Mayadhyakshena prakriti suyate sacharacharam hetunanena kaunteya jagat viparivartate. This material nature, which is one of my energies, is working under my direction. O son of Kunti, producing all moving and non-moving beings. Under its rule, this manifestation is created and annihilated again and again. Right? What is he telling? First of all, he's telling this material nature. Who is material nature? Who is Prakriti? Who is the Devata that represents Prakriti? Durga. Right? Parvati. She's Prakriti. Who is her husband? Shiva. I told it, husband and wife. The creator, maintainer, and destroyer of the entire material world. Who is our father here? Shiva and Parvati. No, there should not be any doubt in this. Right? So, and under whose direction that Durga is working? Maya Adhyakshena Prakriti. Adhyaksha means what? I am giving order. According to my order, Parvati is working. Right? Prakriti is working. Right? And how does she work? How does she control everything? She has 3 ropes. She'll throw like this. Sattva-guna, Rajoguna, like this she'll catch. Tamoguna she'll catch like this. And then she'll start pulling one by one. Rajoguna, Tamoguna, Sattva-guna. Rajoguna, Tamoguna, Sattva-guna. Whatever desires we have, according to that she'll supply. One fellow is a Tamoguna. Okay, take one brandy, one whiskey, die. Right? One fellow wants to do creation. I want to build a 60-floor skyscraper. Okay, take concrete, die. Banate rahe. Right? One fellow just wants to do puja for his own satisfaction. Okay, take Sattva-guna, die. Die with this. Keep taking birth again and again. She will just engage us according to our desires. You understand? She just engage us. किसी को टाइम नहीं देती है सोचने के लिए. तेरे को क्या चाहिए? Why did you come for satsang? Prasad? Take. You don't want to listen anything. Just Prasad ke liye, take. You came here for bhakti or knowledge? Knowledge. Take. Full shlokas. Ek ke baad ek. Chapter by chapter. Take. Whatever you want, she will give. But one thing she will not give. What is that? Bhakti. Bhakti she will not give. Because even she can't give bhakti. Who has to give bhakti? Krishna has to give. Or Krishna devotees have to give. Right? Krishna devotees have to give. Bhaktas can give bhakti. Why bhakti is not given? What is the power of bhakti? Why bhakti is so special? Anybody can tell? You can escape the material world without bhakti also. Yeah, you can go out, get mukti. Mukti you can get. Bhakti is very difficult. Why?
Because Krishna will get bound to the devotees.
Very dangerous. She already has a plan. What is the greatness of bhakti? You can completely bind Krishna also in that. Krishna can be bound only by bhakti. Very dangerous, right? Right? If you don't love somebody, you are independent. But if you love that person, that fellow will make put you on your finger and rotate, isn't it? है कि नहीं? पति शादी होने के बाद क्या होता है? ऐसे नचाते हैं. कौन नचाते हैं? बीवी. क्यों? प्यार होता बीवी से, है कि नहीं? We love the wife so much that she will chal ab nach, no problem, isn't it? Same way husband also, So because you have love, your child can make a fool out of you also. You are allowed to be fooled by your child because you love your child so much. तुमको मालूम है क्या कर रहा है मोबाइल में? You know what nonsense is doing, but what will you come and tell? Nana, I was reading article from Science. अच्छा बेटा. Correct. Juju. Mera acha beta. You know that he's fooling you. Still you will be fooled because you love him. As simple as that. Love, इसीलिए बोलते हैं अंधा प्यार होता है. प्यार अंधा होता है. या अंधा कर देता है. Because you don't want to, judge somebody when you love that person. Similarly, if you become a devotee of Krishna, Krishna is very happy, but Durga is very tensed. Why? Because if a wrong category devotee goes into Vaikuntha or goes into Goloka, he will bind Krishna. He'll create trouble for Krishna. So all that filtering Durga does. She will not allow any Aragara to go to Vaikuntha. That's it. She engages everybody. What desire you have? What desire? Okay, take that desire. I want villa chahiye, Chalapur. Anybody? Take. Free. One villa free. Okay? She'll give all deals to you. I want a good, beautiful complexion. Le, mar, iske saath. I want a beautiful face. I want a beautiful body, handsome. Okay, take. But I want Krishna. She'll wait. Why you want Krishna? Why? She will evaluate. Why you want Krishna? Because now she knows this fellow, if he gets bhakti, then he can control Krishna. Krishna, nobody can bind him. Nobody can tie him, but one lady can tie him. You know who is that lady? Yashoda. She can beat Krishna also. And Krishna cries also when she beats. In the month of Damodar Mas, now is Damodar Mas, Kartik Mas. She takes a sticks and he's beating Krishna. Just imagine, can you beat God? Huh? The one with Sudarshan, the one who can smash the entire universe. He's running and like fear. Amma! She'll take that lakdi and she'll part beat him also. That fellow is like, no, don't beat me more. It's paining for me. When he does all these things, devatas are looking, kya kar raha hai Krishna? Nata kar raha hai kya? How can you beat God? And how can God feel the pain? Even devatas can't understand. But is Krishna doing acting? No. No, he's not doing acting. Actually, he loves his devotee so much that he feels the pain of the devotee, that he surrendered to the devotee. Right? So that is the beauty of bhakti. Bhakti is not cheap. तुमको कुछ भी मिलेगा, मुक्ति में मिलेगा, भक्ति नहीं मिलेगा. भक्ति चाहिए तो you should do chanting every day. भक्ति चाहिए, you should surrender everything to Krishna. भक्ति चाहिए तो you should read Bhagavatam. Bhakti चाहिए तो you should distribute this knowledge everywhere. You should do activities which will convey a message to Krishna that I am interested in you. We have to convey some message, ना? घर में बैठ के कृष्णा मैं तेरा भक्त नहीं, कृष्णा पागल है क्या? No, Krishna will see what are the activities you are doing. What risk are you taking for me? What risk are you taking for me? है कि नहीं? Yeah. What are you putting on stake to get me? भगवान को पाने के लिए क्या देने के लिए तैयार हो? क्या देने के लिए तैयार हो? To get God, you all want to get God, yes or no? भगवान चाहिए नहीं चाहिए? क्या देने के लिए तैयार हो? तन मन धन सब. लेकिन कृष्ण मेरा लोन चल रहा है अभी, वो इंस्टॉलमेंट नहीं भरने से मेरे को घर के बाहर फेंक देते. अरे यू टोल्ड तन मन धन गिव. वो देख लेगा कृष्णा लोन नहीं भर सकता क्या? कांट ही फिक्स अ लोन? And by the way, he'll throw you out of this house made of concrete and he'll give you a house in Vaikuntha. What is better deal? Right? You should have faith, Shraddha. Right? Spirituality means increase your faith. Why are we doing all these Bhagavad Gita sessions? Yeah, knowledge is okay. You'll get the knowledge. But out of this knowledge, what should increase? Faith. Our faith should increase. That God is there. Bhagwan hai. And वो मेरे रक्षा के लिए आएगा. He will come at the right time. He'll come and he will definitely save me. Even though I'm seeing everything is going, but still he is there. So our whole session satsang is to increase faith, right? And through faith comes interest in bhajan. And when you do bhajan, you get sadhu sangha. And when you get sadhu sangha, you get anartha nivritti. Anartha, all the anarthas will be removed. When anarthas are removed, then ruchi comes, taste will come. When ruchi comes, right, the taste comes, then attachment comes, ashakti, attachment towards God. When ashakti comes, then bhava comes. Bhava means complete feeling towards God. And when bhava comes, prema comes. Prema. So there are 10 steps in bhakti. 10 steps. I told from faith to bhakti, right? From faith, shraddha, bhajana kriya, sadhu sangha, anartha nivritti, right? Like that. Ruchi, ashakti, bhava, prema. एक दिन में कोई प्यार नहीं कर सकता भगवान को. Stages होते हैं एक के बाद. What are we doing right now? Which stage we are in? Shraddha is there. That is the reason you are here. Faith is there. नहीं तो क्यों आते यहाँ पे? और क्या कर रहे हैं अभी? साधु संग. No, we are doing sadhana. Bhajan kriya also we are doing. So 3 activities at a time we are doing. And as a result of that, what will happen? Anartha nivritti will happen. Unwanted things will be removed from life. Useless people in our life, we used to entertain them. Abhi entertain karna band karenge. What is that fellow? What is the use? Now I'll give more time to spend with devotees or people who are favorable towards our path. We are more focused. Does it mean we'll insult others? No. We are more focused now. I should spend time with him, I should not spend time with him. How much time I should spend with him? Like in my office, I'm very clear, right? How much time I should do my office work? I'm doing that much work only. I don't want, my boss comes and tells, if he's hearing this lecture, I'll be in trouble. He tells, Lakshman, you want increment? I said, no, this year I don't want. Huh? You don't want increment? I don't want increment. That's okay. This year I don't want. What can you demand from me now? Can you tell? No, you take this more responsibility. I don't want increment. I'm fine with what I am. Hurry, you don't want increment? Next year I'll take. When I have some other service for Krishna, I'll go and ask increment. Then I'll work more also. I'll take something more. What am I doing? I'm not suggesting all these things. I'm just, telling that we should dictate our life. Somebody else should not dictate our life. If I'm thrown out of the job, what will I do? I'll sell idli and dosa outside Krishe. I'll get a bandi. Idli prasad, dosa prasad. क्या मल्होत्रा पाऊं? पैसे कमाऊंगा ना मैं यहाँ पे. कौन बनाता है घर में यहाँ पे? कोई नहीं बनाते घर में. एक इडली का बंडी लगाओ, पूरा आधा कृषि आके यहाँ ठहरेगा. मेरे को इडली दो, मेरे को डोसा दो, और थोड़े दिनों में ब्लॉक वन में एक और फ्लैट खरीद लेंगे इडली डोसा बेच के. है कि नहीं? No kidding. That's what is happening outside. You see, कोई भी ठेला लगा रहा है, entire complex is going and eating there. Nobody is cooking for anyone. है कि नहीं? So you should be hopeful that you can do anything and live. Because God is there, Krishna is there. That faith should be there, that connection should be there, right? That's exactly what Krishna is telling here. Mayadhyakshena prakriti suyate sacharacharam etunanena kaunteya jagad viparivartate. Everything is coming from me and this entire material world. Mayadhyakshena prakriti. So tomorrow if somebody asks, who is Durga? Durga is who? Prakriti. And whose order is Prakriti taking? Krishna's order. Where is the verse? तुम लोग ऐसे बोलते हो. तुम इस्कॉन लोग हमेशा हर चीज से कृष्णा कृष्णा बोलते हो. अरे मैंने थोड़ी बोला है. वर्स नंबर बताओ क्या है? 9.10. 9.10 पढ़ो भगवद गीता में क्या लिखा है? माया दक्षिण प्रकृति सूयते सचराचरम हेतुनानेन कौन्तेय जगद विपरिवर्तते. इतना क्लियरली बोल रहे हैं कृष्णा कि दुर्गा इज वर्किंग अकॉर्डिंग टू माय ऑर्डर. वेयर इज द क्वेश्चन ऑफ डिस्प्यूट बिटवीन दुर्गा एंड कृष्णा? दे बोथ आर ब्रदर एंड सिस्टर. है कि नहीं? So we should, when we learn Bhagavad Gita, we get complete knowledge, right? Let's tell what else Krishna is telling. This is my favorite verse, 9:11. Not because it's 9:11. 9:11 is a very unfortunate day when a lot of innocent people are killed. But 9:11 verse, repeat after me. Avajananti mamudha manusim tanum ashritam परम भावम अज्ञान्तो मम भूता महेश्वरम. Fools deride me when I descend in the human form. They do not know my transcendental nature as the Supreme Lord of all that be. Right? You should read the purports of Prabhupada. Actually, beautifully explains many, many more things. Interest of time, I'm just telling few important things there. So we say, Avajananti ma moodha. Can everyone tell loudly moodha? Moodha. Hey moodha. You can tell hey moodha. Bolo? Hey moodha. Hey moodha. Hey moodha means hey pagal. Moodha is a beautiful, respectful way of telling fool. Krishna is telling fools, moodha. And surprisingly, I was in America and I was attending one training of Six Sigma. In Six Sigma, there is a tool called Muda. One of the tools of Six Sigma, it's called Muda. And as soon as that American, he was telling, now we are going to discuss the next tool, Muda. Muda? I just laughed. Immediately, why are you laughing? Then I told in Sanskrit, Muda means fool. They all laughed. But anyway, so Krishna is telling that what do normal people think? Normal people think that when God descends, he's just like you and me. God is not like you and me. Ramchandra Bhagwan appeared as a human, but he's not a human like you and me. He is Bhagwan, right? So whenever God appears on this planet in different avatars, you can't tell that, oh, he was God, now he is a human. Oh, he was God, now he has taken avatar. No, God is always God. Whether he's in avatar or is avatari. Krishna is avatari. and all so many avatars he takes. Right? Krishna is avatari, and he comes into the spiritual world as Narayan, and from the Narayan through Vishnu he takes so many avatars. And once in a while he himself also comes as Krishna. He comes in the same role, just like all other avatars come. He also comes like that. A lot of people think, hey, Krishna is avatar, right? How come you're telling Vishnu is? That's right. That's also right. That Krishna is an avatar coming from Vishnu, but the original Krishna is still original Krishna. Right? For example, I gave the example SSR also. Say you are a CEO of a company. Say, Prabhuji, you are a CEO of a company. Right? Now, you also need somebody to handle HR. So you recruited that Prabhuji there as a HR head. Okay? Now his job is what? To tell everybody what kind of clothes you should wear, what time you should come, what time you should leave. All that he is dictating. His job is to write that. He works for you. Okay? Will you also follow the HR code that is writing? You'll follow. Because he is the HR head. Even though you are the CEO of a company, even though you only recruited him as HR head, whatever HR head writes, you follow. Because if you don't follow, nobody will follow. Huh? So, in the same way, even though Vishnu is created by Krishna only, even though Vishnu is the source through which all avatars come, but when he himself has to come, he again comes through Vishnu only. He doesn't take a detour. Through Vishnu avatar, he comes. Even when he himself comes. Krishnastu Bhagwan Swayam. He himself comes. Right? Then also he comes through Vishnu only. So is it true that Krishna comes as an avatar of Vishnu? Yes. Is it true that he is avatari from all Vishnus also come? Yes. Right? In 11th chapter, he says, among Vrishnis I am Vishnu. Right? How come you are telling that you are Vishnu among Vrishnis? So he is telling, that I am the most prominent person. Yeah. So he's telling, Avjananti Mamuda Manushim Tanum Ashritam. Fools dare me when I descend in human form. They do not know my transcendent nature as a supreme Lord. They can't understand who is God. Normal people can't understand. So Duryodhana could not understand that Krishna is God. Right? Shakuni could understand that he is God, but still he was a nonsense character. Right? Just because people know God, don't think they'll become good people. Becoming good is your choice. Knowing God is another aspect. Right? A lot of people are there, हम भी जाते हैं, हम भी पूजा करते हैं, हम भी. Like right when it comes to doing some activity or supporting Hare Krishna, it's a bumblebee. Yeah. So they will not support a lot of activities, God-centered activities. They will do what they like to do. I'll tell you one character. He was there. Recently we did Rath Yatra. I'll not tell the community name. You know that community. The MC head there says that I'm a Krishna devotee. I'm a Krishna devotee. हम पूजा करते हैं. हम Krishna की पूजा करते हैं. And we went and told we want to do Rath Yatra. No, that is not acceptable. Hey, why? No. We want to remain secular. We want to remain secular. Hey, you be secular, but then we'll do Rath Yatra. नहीं हम भी कृष्णा के डिवोटी हैं. मेरे घर में पूरा कृष्णा का पिक्चर है. Right? In my house, everywhere you can see Krishna, but I'll not do any activity which will give pleasure to Krishna. What kind of people are these people? Many people are there. On Gita Jayanti, in my office, I wanted to keep Bhagavad Gitas. So I took 2 boxes of Bhagavad Gitas. So there is in that floor, there are 3 offices, 3 big offices. Ours is actually a medium office. There is another bigger office, another smaller office. I wanted to keep Bhagavad Gita at a place where all the 3 office people will come. Like an entry point, like a lobby. Right? I want to keep Bhagavad Gitas there. So it's a Gita Jayanti. You can take Bhagavad Gita. Anybody wants to, I kept a small box there and a poster there that whoever wants to take Bhagavad Gita, leave 250 rupees here, or here is a QR code. You can pay to that, take your Bhagavad Gita and go. I'm not standing and selling also. One fellow, he is the in charge of the entire building. Maintenance wale hote na? In maintenance charge. That young fellow, he is hardly, like 30 maybe, 28, 30. Such a big building in charge. He came and he's like, sir, you're not allowed to keep Bhagavad Gita here. And you know what he had? He had a tattoo, Krishna. He had a Murli here, right? And he had some other tattoo here also. One, what is that? More punk tattoo here. I looked at him. He said, "You look like a Krishna devotee. These are all Krishna." I said, "Yeah, I'm also Krishna devotee. That is why I'm telling don't keep Gita here." I said, "What nonsense are you talking? Today is Gita Jayanti. It's a very special day. I want to keep Bhagavad Gita here. What is your problem? I'm paying rent to this building, right? And it's a festival day. On Christmas Day, you will go and keep the stars everywhere. It's Gita Jayanti day. Why can't I keep a Bhagavad Gita here? No, sir, you can't keep, sir. We are secular, sir. We don't want to bring religion. That star is not religion. Huh? That stupid Halloween mask is not religion. Huh? Why is this a problem? I argued with him. Right? I went on and on and on. At one point, I told, "What kind of a Krishna devotee are you?" I told on his face, "What kind of a Krishna devotee are you?" जिस कृष्ण ने गीता बोला, वो गीता को रखने के लिए तुम पीछे आ रहो. Sorry, you're becoming personal, sir. I said, I'm absolutely personal. I'm absolutely personal here. जो क्या करना है कर तू जाके. क्या बोलेगा? खाली करने के लिए बोलेगा. He cannot tell that because I know his owner. But the point is, these kind of people you see in society who appear to be God conscious, पूरा ऊपर से रंग लगा के फिरेंगे, लेकिन भगवान के लिए कुछ नहीं करेंगे. They will not do anything for God. They don't have the guts to do anything for God. Because why? Because they don't love God. Understand? They don't love God. They are using God. These people go to temple. Why? To use from God. ये ले 1 रुपया, वापस दे 1 लाख. है कि नहीं? 500 का डोनेशन लो, मेरा कैंसर निकालो. कैंसर निकालो कितना लगता है बाहर? कम से कम 5-6 लाख लगता है. तिरुपति में कितना चढ़ाते हैं? 500 रुपए कैंसर. चीपेस्ट ट्रीटमेंट ना. You use God. For you, God is like a waiter in a restaurant. Ek paneer, Krishna, come here. Ek paneer butter masala. That is how you treat God. But a devotee, he loves God. What he says, Krishna, you sit here. I'll make some nice bhoga for you. We love God. So there are two kinds of people: pious materialists and pseudo materialists. These are pious materialist people. Pious meaning they look like pious, they look like God, but they are not God conscious. They don't actually care for God also. You understood? They call pious materialistic people. Materialistic people are anyway saying no. Pious materialistic people, they look like pious, but they are not pious. No? So why did I tell all this explanation? He's saying that some people, such kind of pious materialistic people, they don't consider God as God. And what does God give a name to them? Muda. Can you ever tell Muda? Hey Muda. तो Muda बोलते हैं. So Krishna is the verse, right? 9:11.
Muda is also a cane furniture.
हाँ.
Also called Muda.
हाँ वो मोड़ा बोल, मुड़ा नहीं. वो केन का वो बनाते हैं ना बुट्टी टाइप में. हाँ उसको बोलते हैं. करेक्ट. Text 12. मोगशामोग कर्माणो मोग ज्ञान विचेतसा राक्षसीं आसुरीं चैव प्रकृति मोहिनीं श्रिता. Those who are thus bewildered are attracted by demoniac and atheistic views. In that deluded condition, their hopes for liberation, their fruitive activities, and their culture of knowledge are all defeated. So Krishna is directly telling here. What is he telling? So these category of people who actually don't love God, who think that God is like a normal person, right? Who don't really consider God as God, where do they go? They take shelter of what? Demoniac activities. He's telling. They get attracted by demoniac activities and atheistic views. Atheistic views means they reject God. नहीं है भगवान. ठीक है? ऐसे they reject. And in that deluded condition, their hope for becoming liberated or even finding material happiness, everything is gone. They are not happy in this world. They will never be happy in this world. Only a person who is in love with God can be happy in this world. Only a person who loves God. Sadhus are the only people who are happy in this world. And sadhu doesn't mean that you should have a big daddy and you all are also sadhus. If you love God, you are also sadhus, right? And you can be happy in this world. So that is what is the main goal. What was I going to tell something here? in between. I forgot. Yeah. So in this deluded condition, their hopes for liberation, their fruitive activities, and their culture of knowledge are all defeated. Those were bewildered. Yes. 13. This is also very important sloka. Mahatmanastu mam partha daivim prakritim ashrita bhajanti ananya manaso Nyatva bhutadim avyayam. It's a very important sloka. Right? 9.13. O son of Pritha, those who are not deluded, the great souls, are under the protection of the divine nature. They are fully engaged in devotional service because they know me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, original and inexhaustible. So 2-3 things here. First of all, he's saying son of Pritha. Why is he saying son of Pritha? Oh, son of Pritha. Pritha is who? Partha, Partha is Arjuna. Pritha is who? Son of Pritha. Kunti. Kunti is a devotee of Krishna. So indirectly, Krishna is putting pressure on Arjuna, saying that, see, your mother is already my devotee. Now you also become a devotee. Oh, son of Pritha, I am telling you this devotion. Right? Indirectly. So every name that he calls also, there is a reason why he is choosing that name. So he's telling, your mother is already a devotee. She's totally devoted to me. She's completely surrendered to me. Like that he's explaining. Oh, son of Pritha. Right? So that's another reason. And next he is telling, those who are deluded, the great souls are under the protection of, those who are not deluded, the great souls are protection of a divine nature. Mahatma. Now let us spend some time to understand what is the meaning of Mahatma. Because unfortunately, Mahanatma. Yeah, but why is the Atma Mahan? Mahatma is Mahanatma. But why is somebody called Mahatma, and who should only be called as Mahatma? Problem today is everybody is being called Mahatma. I don't want to name some people who are named as Mahatma here, no, right? But why? What is the qualification of somebody to get the name Mahatma? You should understand that. Very important. Should I tell the answer? Or anybody has an answer? Who can be called as Mahatma? The one who follows another Mahatma. Simple. The one who follows another Mahatma. Who is the ultimate Mahatma? God. Then the one who follows God is called Mahatma. And the one who follows the follower of God is also a Mahatma. Understand this? ऐसे simply किसी को नाम मत दे देना महात्मा बोल के. महात्मा लीलानंदा नहीं है. लीलानंदा महात्मा नहीं है. But understand, that unfortunately in this India today, people are naming suffix and prefix according to their own wish. If somebody says Mahatma KCR, immediately go and correct. How will he is a Mahatma? You can't put Mahatma there, right? He has to do something great. Okay, KCR, our chief minister, he built Yadadri temple. Now, good activity. Should I call him Mahatma? There has to be a review board to discuss, can I call him Mahatma or no? So you should not give these designations to anybody and everybody. That's what I'm trying to convey. I'm not against Mahatma Gandhi. I'm not against Mahatma somebody. I'm not Mahatma or Gandhi or anybody. But I want to question how somebody is called as Mahatma. You should follow a great Mahatma, then you are a Mahatma. You are a Bakka follower, not just like follower. I follow Subhash Chandra Bose. क्या कर रहा है Subhash Chandra Bose follow करके? What did Subhash Chandra Bose do for the freedom of India? तुम मुझे क्या दो, मैं तुम्हें क्या दूंगा? तुम मुझे खून दो, मैं तुम्हें आजादी दूंगा. That was Subhash Chandra Bose, and he lived up to that word. British ran away from here looking at Subhash Chandra Bose. Quit India movement of Gandhi stopped in 1943 only. उसके बाद आराम से बैठे थे British. Why we got freedom in 1947? Because something happened after Gandhi also. Gandhi also did what he did, but something happened after. What happened after? डरा दिया British को. कैसे? किसने डराया? Our textbooks did not tell all that. Subhash Chandra Bose. right? So, and not only Subhash Chandra Bose, many such great warriors. Indian freedom struggle has great heroes. Unfortunately, we are only told 4 or 5 names. Most unfortunate part. And none of them who were there in freedom struggle are right now here. And even if there are few, they don't know what happened in the freedom struggle. यहाँ पे फ्लैग हेस्टिंग के टाइम पे यहाँ पे नहीं कभी कभी बूढ़े लोगों को बुलाते हैं, ये हमारे फ्रीडम स्ट्रगल में थे, इनको बुलाइए फ्लैग हेस्टिंग करेंगे. ठीक है, करेंगे. उनको कितना ज्ञान है क्या हुआ था वो टाइम पे? कुछ नहीं है. डू दे हैव द गट्स टू टेल व्हाट हैपेंड एट दैट टाइम? धैर्य भी नहीं है कि नहीं? महात्मा वो है जो महात्मा को फॉलो करते हैं. Unnecessarily called as Mahatma. ठीक है? Here, that's what he's saying. Are under the protection of the divine nature. Mahatma means the one people who are under the protection of the divine nature. They are fully engaged in devotional service because they know me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, original and inexhaustible. The moment you know who is God, what will you do? You'll immediately start serving God. It's a very important shloka again. All 9 chapter is like filled with jewels. 9 chapter, 14. Satatam kirtayanto mam yatantascha dridhavrata namasyantascha mam bhaktya nitya yukta upashate. Now he is telling the one who understands his relationship with me, what will he do? What a devotee will do. Repeat. Always chanting my glories, endeavoring with great determination, bowing down before me, these great souls perpetually worship me with devotion. Right? He's very clearly telling. What will you do after you find out who is God? हाँ? ओके प्रभु जी, आपने बोल दिया ना भगवान को, ठीक है आज क्लास बंद में घर जा रही हूँ, अभी इधर से मल्टीप्लेक्स जाना है, उसके बाद किसी के शादी में जाना है. नो. After you find out who is God, what will you do? Actually, when you find out who is God, what will you do? You all know Krishna is God, okay. But do you really believe Krishna is God? Do you really believe Krishna is God? How will your life be if you start believing that Krishna is God? Right? It's a difference, big difference. For example, in this assembly, say, Prabhuji is sitting. In his place, suddenly Narendra Modi will come and sit there. Just imagine. Out of the blues. Car stopped here, taka, Modi ji is coming, and he comes and sits there. How will everybody's behavior be here? Per a minute, थोड़ी देर तक लीलानंद उसको देखना बंद. क्लास ये बोल रहा है, लोग किधर देख रहे हैं? उधर देख रहे हैं. मोदी कैसे सुन रहा है क्लास को? है कि नहीं? देखेंगे ना? हाँ? पीछे प्रभु जी पीछे बैठे उनके, मोदी के पीछे बैठा हूँ मैं. है कि नहीं? डिफरेंस आएगा नहीं आएगा? दिखेगा ना डिफरेंस? क्लियरली दिखेगा, है कि नहीं? हाँ? प्रसाद का टाइम हो गया, प्रसाद गया भाड़ में, आज मोदी. प्रसाद कौन, मोदी को कौन लेकर रखे देगा? मैं ला के रखेगा. I will bring prasad for you. Is there a change in your behavior the moment some great personality comes here? It's obvious. The behavioral change will come. Right? If the change is not coming, means what? If the change is like, Dakota Likola, one person is coming and sitting here. Dakota Likola. कुछ फर्क पड़ेगा किसी को? Everybody, hey, Dakota Likola है यहाँ पे. Dakota Likola कौन है? वो जिम्बाब्वे का बड़ा चेस प्लेयर है. सोचो, जिम्बाब्वे का बड़ा चेस प्लेयर. मैं ऐसे बनाया उसको. There is nobody Dakota Likola. But Dakota Likola वहाँ बैठा है. क्या कुछ फर्क पड़ेगा ब्रो जी? आपको कुछ फर्क पड़ेगा? Dakota Likola यहाँ पे. सीधा बैठो. Hey, Dakota Likola, sit straight. कौन Dakota Likola? है कि नहीं? कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा ना. Why? Because you don't recognize who is Dakota Likola. You don't know who is Dakota Likola. But Narendra Modi, you know. You know. है कि नहीं? What is the difference in a person when you know somebody and you don't know somebody? What is the difference?
We are aware.
Your awareness and your behavior changes. Your behavior changes. Suddenly you'll start sitting straight. Suddenly you'll be more focused. Suddenly you want to maintain an image before that person. Again, you want to do all these things. Why? Because now you know who is that person. In the same way, the people who know Krishna behave in a certain way in their life. The people who don't know Krishna behave in a certain way in their life. Why Krishna devotees do what they do? Because they love Krishna. For them, everything is Krishna. If Krishna is sitting here, my behavior will be like this. Again, if Krishna is not there, my behavior will not be like that. But people who believe in Krishna always think of Krishna. Not during 2 hours on a Sunday morning. Sunday evening also, Monday morning also, Monday night also, all the time Krishna is in front of them. Such people are called sadhu. Sadhu means what? He's not sadhu on a early morning. He's sadhu in the evening also, sadhu in the Monday also, sadhu on Friday also. Again. So you should understand this is a sadhu. So people who actually, Krishna is telling here, people who love me, what do they do? What do they do? Always chant my glories. Like we talked about Radha Kund and Sham Kund, right? We have a reason to create a Radha Kund, Sham Kund, and we have to do festival also. Next week we are doing Govardhan Puja also. How many people in this building are doing Govardhan Puja? कितने लोग करें Govardhan Puja? Some people, very few. Prabhuji is doing this also. आप लोग कुछ करो घर में करोगे है कि नहीं? Only some people will do Govardhan Puja because not everybody knows about Krishna. And even though they know about Krishna, they don't love Krishna. They don't love Krishna. There is a difference. Knowing a person, loving a person. Big difference. If you love Krishna, you will do Govardhan Puja. There is no doubt about it. If you just know Krishna, Krishna, Govardhan Puja, take a karo. Why we do Rath Yatra here? Jagannath, the avatar of Jagannath, is a god who comes out of the temple because people are too lazy to go to the temple. Whole year he waits. Aayega nahi aayega. This fellow will come to the temple or no? Whole year God is waiting. And what is this fellow doing? My promotion ke liye, my demotion ke liye, मैं काम कर रहा हूँ. कुत्ते की तरह काम कर रहा हूँ. है कि नहीं? He is not going to God. But God is waiting for him. अरे एक बार तो मुझे देखने के लिए. And then finally, 9 days in a year, he says, okay, done is done. I am coming out now. I am coming out. And he comes as Jagannath. And how is he standing like this? Gale lag ja. Both arms are like this. Jagannath. Now, why do we do Rath Yatra here? Because Jagannath's avatar is to come out of the house. If I am worshipping Jagannath and I am keeping Jagannath in my house, how can I keep Jagannath in the house? At least once in a year, he has to go outside. So, I have to do Rath Yatra. If I don't do Rath Yatra, then my heart is not satisfied. That, my Jagannath is stuck in the house. Why did he come to my home Krishe? To see everybody in Krishe. Who is not a child of Jagannath here? Block 1, 406 flat. 406 huh? Block 2, 406 flat. Is he a child of Jagannath or no? Huh? Block 1, 101. Is he a child of Jagannath or no? All the flats, everybody is a child of Jagannath. Jagannath knows that. These children forgot. So he is coming there to see all of them. Aao mera darshan lo, mere rath ko kincho. Right? Take me to everybody. So these festivals we celebrate when we have a relationship with God. When you don't have any relationship with God, the festival is nothing but pious entertainment. Today, what is Durga Puja? What is Durga Puja? कोई ब्रेक डांस कर रहा है वहां पे, हाँ? कोई डांडिया खेल रहा है. डांडिया में भगवान किधर है? इसकी पत्नी को वो देख रहा है, उसकी पत्नी को ये देख रहा है. ये चल रहा है डांडिया में. All illicit relationships are happening in Dandiya. Very revealing dresses people are wearing. Very obnoxiously they are coming into Dandiya just to show off. I'm not commenting on a Dandiya. I'm talking in general. What is happening in the name of Dandiya? You go to that Sikh village near Secunderabad. They organize big Dandiyas. Half the people are drunk there. Half the people are drunk. They literally go outside Dandiya, drink 2 pegs, and they come into Dandiya. Is this devotion? Is this Navaratri? Huh? We have a Prime Minister in India who does complete Upavas through the 9 days. because he believes in Durga Puja. You understand? These kind of leaders we need. I'm not supporting a party or leader. I'm telling these kind of leaders we need to bring change in society. Right? So why those people are behaving like that in those festivals? Because they don't love Durga. They're just using Durga. Durga के नाम पे, कृष्ण के नाम पे, है कि नहीं? कृष्ण के नाम पे. You know, the Janmashtami they do this dahi handi, right? Dahi handi. That also is not done with devotion. It's entertainment. पानी फेंको, उसके पानी फेंको. क्यों फेंक रहे पानी? उसने बोला पानी फेंकने के लिए. नहीं, ये हमारा मजा है. पानी फेंकवाने के लिए आते कई लोग. Just for entertainment. Where is Krishna? Krishna side में रखो. मेरे को यही चाहिए, entertainment चाहिए. That's going on. I'm not against it. We should do it. But what is the mood in which it should be done? You know, if you're remembering Krishna, you are thinking that pot is coming down. I have to break that and give that to Krishna. Or this is how Krishna is to behave. There's a lot of philosophy behind it. Today, the problem in India is people know God, but they don't love God. When will we revive our culture? When we love God. Then culture will automatically come back. But we have to love God. And when we love God, what are the activities we do? Satatayam kirtayanto mam. Always chanting my glories. Please repeat. Always chanting my glories. Yatantascha dridabrata. Endeavoring with great determination. Right? Namasyantascha mam bhaktya. Bowing down before me. Nitya yukta upashate. These great souls perpetually worship me in devotion. With devotion. These are the activities a devotee does. Bhagavad Gita sunne ke baad, Krishna ko janne ke baad, these activities we should do. Then only it is meaningful. समझ रहे? यहाँ philosophy सीखने के लिए मत आओ. Philosophy क्या करोगे सीख के? मरोगे. फिर मरोगे, फिर पैदा होगे. Become a devotee of God. Bhagavad Gita is a scripture where Krishna is teaching you devotion. And why devotion is important? Because when you become a devotee, you will go back to Krishna. On your deathbed, when you're taking your last breath, you will remember Krishna. You will remember Krishna because you're in love with him. But if you simply hear classes, probably 9th chapter abhi nahi hua. कब करोगे? 10th chapter यहाँ बिठाया 18 चैप्टर कंप्लीट होगा आज नहीं तो कल होगा लेकिन उसके बाद क्या होना चाहिए ये होना चाहिए सततम कीर्तयन्तो माम यतन्तश्च दृढव्रता नमस्यन्तश्च माम भक्त्या नित्य युक्त उपासते. You should chant my glories. You should endeavor with great determination. What is the meaning of endeavor with great determination? यतन्तश्च दृढव्रता, endeavoring with great determination. इसका मतलब क्या है? You tell, I will not tell. Endeavoring with great determination.
With full faith.
Yes. Endeavoring means what?
Try.
To do something. He's endeavoring to do something. He's endeavoring, right? To do something. Endeavoring with great determination. Great determination matlab kya? I am having faith in me and somebody above me also. Determination. I'm totally determined. You will do activities for Krishna with great determination. Yatantascha Tridavrata. When you love Krishna, you will do Rath Yatra. When you love Krishna, you will do Janmashtami. When you love Krishna, you will do Ram Navami. When you love Krishna, you will do Dasera. When you love Krishna, you will do all festivals. And how will you do? With determination. Kitne log bhi beech mein aayenge, I will still do it. समझ रहे हैं ना? Krishna is telling this is a symptom of love. Symptom of love is you express that love, show that love. By how? Not sitting in the house. Coming out of the house and doing something for Krishna. What did you do last week for Krishna? क्या किया? Okay. What are you planning to do today for Krishna? हाँ, भगवद गीता इतना सुना ना? भक्ति के बारे में क्या करने का प्लान है? रोजी मैं क्या कर सकती हूँ? बहुत कुछ कर सकते हैं. क्यों नहीं कर सकते? Go home, make a nice gulab jamun for Krishna. Give him gulab jamun. Krishna, आज तुम्हारा gulab jamun है कि नहीं? Or take these books in the month of December. We are going to do. We'll take like 100 Bhagavad Gitas. We'll go to Gauli Doddi. We'll stand and ask people to take Bhagavad Gitas. खरीदिए 300 रुपए Bhagavad Gita खरीदिए. कोई आके बोला चल हट बोलेगा. No problem. Trinadapi Sunichana Tarodapi Sarishuna. अच्छा, I need to become humble. So treat me like that. So you will go out and actually endeavor to give Krishna to others. You understand it? You will do something for Krishna. You can cook for Krishna, you can paint Krishna, you can teach Krishna, you can talk about Krishna. Your friend will meet outside this class, after the class. Where did you go and come? You want to know? Sit. Go and explain. What is Krishna talking about devotion? Right? Like that. Did you all understood this verse? It's a very important verse. What does a devotee do when he is in love with God? Is verse number 9.14. What is the verse number in which he is telling Prakriti works for me? 9.10. What is the verse in which he is explaining about great mudhas? 9.11. है कि नहीं? ये ऐसे फिंगर टिप पे रह रहा है, फटाफट बोलना लोगों को, है कि नहीं? हाँ, 9. What is the time? We'll just finish one more verse. ज्ञान यज्ञेन चापि अन्ये यज्ञतो माम उपासते एकत्वेन पृथक्त्वेन बहुधा विश्वतो मुखम. Others who engage in sacrifice by the cultivation of knowledge worship the Supreme Lord as the one without a second, as diverse in many ways and in the universal form. Right? So he's telling how others who engage in sacrifice by cultivation of knowledge worship the Supreme Lord as the one without second, as a diverse in many and in universal form. He's saying Jnana Yoga. He's saying people who come towards Krishna in Jnana Yoga. Bhakti Yoga is there. Previous verse of Bhakti Yoga. Jnana Yoga. They understood, oh, I've read Bhagavad Gita, now I know what Krishna is. What do? They worship him. By cultivation of knowledge, they worship him. He's telling different ways in which people come to me. Aham kratur aham yajna swadhaham aham ashudham aushadam swadaham aham aushadam mantroham aham evakyam aham agnir aham hutam. Now he's telling where all you can find him. Krishna says where all. Repeat after me. But it is I who am the ritual. I the sacrifice. I the offering to the ancestors. The healing herb. The transcendental chant. I am the butter. And the fire. And the offering. Kya baki hai? If you are doing a yajna, he is telling he is the fire. He is the ghee. He is the one who is putting the ghee. He is the one who is receiving the ghee. And he is the one who is supplying the ghee to the ancestors. Right? So he's basically telling, I am in everything. You can see me in everything. If you are conscious, you can see me in everything. If you love God, you can see God everywhere. There is no big endeavor there. Right? It's a related verse. Quick one, I'll just finish. Pitaham asya jagato Mata dhata pitamaha Vedyam pavitram omkara Riksam yajur evacha. I was telling, where all you can see me? Because you love me. I am the father of this universe. The mother, the support, and the grandshare. I am the object of knowledge, the purifier, and the syllable Om. I am also the Rig, the Sama, and the Yajurvedas. He's telling, I am in everything. Om kidhar se aata hai? I am Om. That vakshar, that when you chant in pranayam, Oh, the whole universe is sounding Om. If you go outside, if you can measure the waves, it is sending Om. This sound is coming. Right? Where? What is the meaning of the sound? Me. He's telling who is Om? Krishna. What is the verse number to tell that? 9.17. कल कोई बोलेगा ओम कौन है? 9.17. Attack.
Why didn't Krishna ji mention Atharvaved?
Atharvaved is, there are 4 Vedas. Atharvaved is about, it is filled with, what is that? Prayers. Prayers towards God. Atharvaved. Filled with prayers. It's also part of Ved, but he's telling about the knowledge aspect. Prayers are you're appreciating him. Like that. It's also part of Athar. Actually, Veda is only one, Rig Veda. And it was later divided into 4 Vedas by Veda Vyas. Because they understood, people can understand all everything together. And who is Veda Vyas? Krishna himself again. Right? So, yeah. Gatir Bhrata Prabhu Sakshi Nirvasha Sharanam Shrubhat Prabhava Pralaya Sthanam Nidhanam Bijamavyayam. I am the goal, the sustainer, the master, the witness, the abode, the refuge, and the most dear friend. I am the creation and the annihilation, the basis of everything, the resting place, and the eternal seed. क्या बाकी है? कुछ है बाकी? कुछ भी नहीं है. Who is the creator? Krishna. Who is the maintainer? Krishna. Who is the destroyer? Krishna. Where does Lord Shiva come from? Krishna. When he has to do certain activity, he appears in different ways. Right? Krishna is milk. Lord Shiva is curd. Where did curd come from? Milk. Simple. This is not my explanation. It is there in Brahma Samhita. When explanation of Shambhu Tattva is explained, he says, milk comes, and from milk comes curd, like that. So we'll stop it here. 9.19. It's a beautiful chapter. You can keep going and going and going. He starts explaining. Now that he has explained, see the logic. He is first explaining. That I am going to give you the most confidential knowledge, and then he's telling what is my relationship with you. And then he's telling, moment relationship is established, how will you worship me? And then he's telling, once you start worshipping me, where all you can see me. You can see me in everything. I am the Yajna also, I am the Yajna Purusha also, I am the seed also, the eternal seed also. I am everything. I am in everything you can see. Any questions? You are liking 9th chapter? I love 9th chapter. It's very difficult for me to. Today I actually thought I'll finish it. The problem is the moment I start reading, I started remembering so many other lectures that I heard from my gurus, about 9th chapter. Every verse has so much to say. But one takeaway for all of us from today, from today's class, is become a devotee. Not a, not a vairagi, not a, don't aim for mukti, aim for bhakti. Bhakti is the highest. Just like Prahlad Maharaj aimed for the bhakti of Nrsimhadev. Namaste Narasimhaya. Prahlad Ragadayine. Hiranya Kashi Purvakshaha. Shilakantana Kalare. Ito Narasimho Parato Narasimho. Yato Yahami Tato Narasimho. Bahir Narasimho Hridaye Narasimho. नरसिंहामदिं शरणं प्रपद्ये अवकरकमलबरे नकामद्भुतशृङ्गा ललिताहिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृङ्गा केशवदूता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे अवकर कमल बरे नका अद्भुत सिंगार ललिताहिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृङ्गा केशवदूता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय नरसिंहदेव 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 जय नरसिंहदेव जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव जय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल जय गौर हरि बोल भक्त विघ्नाश नरसिंहदेव भगवान की भक्त शिरोमणि प्रहलाद महाराज की ऐसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद की श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की all assembled devotees की Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari. So this is Damodar month, so please offer ghee lamp to Krishna in your houses every day evening. Just takes 5 minutes. Offer a ghee lamp, little ghee lamp, and that's a very very greatest gift you can give to yourself and to Lord Krishna in this month. Right, and today we are celebrating Bahulashtami, Radhakund Appearance Day. You can come to the Bhakti Center here, and next week we are celebrating Govardhan Puja. Right, so I'll also try to get a Govardhan Shila. One of my friend has it. My godbrother has it. The actual Shila from Giriraj Govardhan. It's very rarely kept. Not everybody can keep in anybody's house. It has a lot of formalities to do to have that. So I'm going to request him. He may or may not get, but if he gets, it will be nice. It's equal to Giriraj Govardhan here in Hyderabad. You can go into circumambulation. Hare Krishna. Nitai Gaur Premanande. Please have prasadam. Hare Krishna.
Like some people will eat that black tilak, right? What is that? There is a Radhakund.
That's Radhakund. Yeah, Radhakund dust.
But we can also keep like why we are keeping.
We are Gopi Chandan. This is also same. Same Gopikas were there in the Radhakund also in the. Generally, we keep Gopi Chandan.